Hi guys, welcome back to our online class. I hope you all are safe in your home. Be safe and enjoy the lessons. In this section, we will deal with your second chapter from your common course paper, Signatures Expressing the Self, and the title of the chapter is Pilgrim at Tinker Creek. This is the title of the chapter and written by Annie Tilliard. Annie Tilliard, she is an American writer. Now let's move to some details about Annie Tilliard. Here Annie Tilliard, you can see the picture of Annie Tilliard. She born on 30 April 1945 in Pittsboro, Pennsylvania, United States. So this Pittsboro is the place of her birth. She belongs to United States. She is an American poet and a naturalist. Okay, she's an American poet and naturalist, and she wrote both fiction, non-fiction, poetry, essays, prose, literary criticism, novels, and memoir. So these are the things that she wrote in her literary career. She is a living writer and she is a naturalist theologian, singer, and a collagist. So who is naturalist theologian? A person who believes or who observes the nature with religion aspects. So he also believes in religion and nature. Okay, so both things are combined into one. So that's why she is called naturalist theologian, and she is a collagist. Collagist means a person who makes collage. Okay, and she is a singer too. And here you have to remember what is the difference between fiction and non-fiction. Some of you know about what is the difference between fiction and non-fiction. Some of you may not. So the fiction we use as imagination, right? In fiction we use as imagination, whereas in non-fiction we use the fact. So what we use? The fact is used in non-fiction writing. Okay, so this is used in non-fiction and imagination used in fiction. For example for fiction we can say mystery, romance, crime thriller. All the things are come under the label fiction. Okay, in non-fiction, essays, right? There are writing facts under writings are there, and she is also one of the writer of this non-fiction writing. And important event that happened in her life is in 1975. In 1975 she got Pulitzer Prize for general non-fiction for her writing or her book called Pilgrim at Tinker Creek in 1974. Actually the book wrote in 1974 and she got Pulitzer Prize for general non-fiction in 1975. Now, do you know what is Pulitzer Prize? I will tell you. Pulitzer Prize is an award for achievements in newspaper, magazines, online journalism, literature, and musical composition. So these things can be listed, or the person who are writing these things can be listed under the Pulitzer Prize. So the first work selected as Pulitzer Prize, and these are the important area of Pulitzer Prize, but it is in United States. Okay, so it is very important. Now let's move to Annie Tilliard life story. Actually, Annie Tilliard was the eldest of three daughters in her family. So she is the eldest of her three daughters of family, and in 1987 she wrote her autobiography called An American Childhood. Gives details about her childhood, about her growing up near the place called Point Breeze neighborhood of Pittsboro. So this is the place Point Breeze, Pittsboro. And in this book, she portrays her childhood life, and she also tells us the family background. Her father was an oil company executive, and both her father and mother supported her to write these things, and she also expresses her intense love towards her mother because her mother helped her very much and motivated her very much. And the specialty of her autobiography is she started her autobiography in 1950s. So the instance which talks in 1950s at the age of 5. So when we read the autobiography, we can see the instance from her 5th year, right? And as I said, her mother and father helped her very much. And when she was a child, she read the book Anne Evans Morgan's The Field Book of Ponds and Streams. This book is very important for her because this book helped her to get an overview of what is nature, what are the things that we can use, what are the things that we can see in the nature, and how we can use a microscopic view or microscopic eye to create our own naturalist ideas or our own naturalist feelings when we see a nature, right? So there are different views, different observations around in the world that help you to understand the nature better. So these are some details about her. And now let's move to her college life. College name Hollins College. Now Hollins University at Roanoke, Virginia. Studied literature and creative writing. And she married her writing teacher, the poet R.H.W. Dillard, and he helped her very much because he was a professor in her creative writing section, and he was also a poet. And this book, Pilgrim at Tinker Creek, also dedicated for her husband Richard. Okay, so he was 8 years her senior to her, and marriage was in 1965. So this is the year 1965, and in 1968 she earned her MA in English, and there will be a thesis, right? And the thesis was Henry David Thoreau's book Walden. So she observed the Walden, she read the Walden, and she did her thesis on Henry David Thoreau. Henry David Thoreau was an American essayist, poet, philosopher, and he is also one of the best writer in America. So he also helped her very much to get an overview about nature, because this Walden is a reflection upon a simple living in natural surroundings, and it also a part of personal declaration of independence. So in this book he vividly expresses his feelings towards nature, right? Surroundings and other things are mentioned here. Now let's move to her important works. Some of the important works are listed here, and let's move to important work. The first one is Tickets for a Prayer Wheel. This is the first book of poems. Actually, it published the same year of Pilgrim at Tinker Creek. You can see here this Ticket for a Prayer Wheel and Pilgrim at Tinker Creek, both are same year, right? 1974. But one is poem and another one is non-fiction writing, and you have to remember the year. Both are important. And second thing is that Holy the Firm. It is in 1977. It's about whatever happened on Lumi Island within a 3-day time period. So she explains what happened to Lumi Island within a period of 3 days. So it is very important. So this is also important work of. Another work is Teaching a Stone to Talk, a book of 14 short non-fiction narrative and travel essays, Encounters with Chinese Writers, a work of journalism, The Writing Life, a collection of short essays, The Living. It is Tilliard's first novel in 1992, centers around the first European settlers of the Pacific Northwest coast, and for the time being, a work of narrative non-fiction. And The Mate is Annie Tilliard's second novel. Living by fiction is also important. So those things that I underlined here are important work by her. So you have to just write these works in your notebook, and you have to remember this work. And when you search in your internet, you will find some information about this book, and read it and make an understanding or make an overview about this work. Okay. So these are the important works written by her. So you have to just remember the books that I underlined here, and please write down your book. Okay. Now let's move to our work. Finger at Tinker Creek, written by Annie Tilliard, and this book is a non-fiction narrative book written in 1974. So you have to remember the year. And in this book we can see the first person point of view. So here you can see the first. When you read the book, it is available on net, and when you read this book, you can see the first person point of view, which means he used I. So that is called first person point of view. And there is a narrator, but it is unnamed, so we don't know who is the narrator. And this narrator's exploration near her home and various contemplation on nature and life are portrayed through this book. So you can see the book details an unnamed narrator's exploration near her home and various contemplation on nature and life. So these things these things you can see in this book. And the title, what is Tinker Creek or world it is. So let's move to Tinker Creek. The title refers Tinker Creek. It's outside Roanoke or Virginia's Blue Ridge Mountains. So it's a place outside Roanoke in Virginia. Okay, so this is Blue Ridge Mountains. So there is a mountain called Blue Ridge, and Blue Ridge is in Virginia, and Virginia's outside place is called Roanoke. So this is called Tinker Creek. So the place situated in Virginia. Okay. Now Tillyard began writing Pilgrim in the spring of 1973. This book published in 1974 but started writing in 1973. Within 1 year she completed her writing and published this book, and in 1975 it got Pulitzer Prize for non-general fiction. Okay. Now this is the some information about the book, and also you have to remember the book chapters are separated into 4 sections. So the each section signifies each season, and as I mentioned it happens in 1 year. And narrator's thoughts on solitude, writing, religion, and scientific observations on the flora and fauna. Everything is mentioned in these books. So it is very important to know what are the things that she mentioned here. So when I read the book, I felt that every chapter she expresses, she says some kinds of birds, or sometimes maybe cockroach, sometimes maybe frog. All the things were mentioned here. So these are the things mainly about wind, natural circumstances, and the sky, the mountains. Everything is mentioned in this book. Okay, and it is also a study of theodicy, means a kind of theological view. We get information about religion, right? And also inherent cruelty of the natural world. Search for God is there, and every time she search for God. And the first chapter is Heaven and Earth in Just is an introduction, and the last chapter, what is the last chapter? The water separation. The water separation, right, is a conclusion. So totally there are 15 chapters. Totally there are 15 chapters, 1-5, and the first chapter, Heaven and Earth in Just, the title is taken from Quran, right? So title is Heaven and Justice from Quran. I will give you an overview of, I will give a detailed explanation about this book, because it is very important, because we have to look at the first chapter itself. And I said to you, this is an introduction for this chapter, and the second thing is the last chapter, the water separation, is a conclusion for this chapter. And it is a naturalistic classic, and her personal experience also explained in this book. So I hope these things are clear for you, and some of the important aspects also here, and I think we can stop here, because it is enough for today. Now in the next class you have to read the first chapter, and it is available on internet. You can use that and read the first chapter. I think it is about 15 or 10 or 15 pages. It is very important, because when you read as I mentioned in my earliest, or the first two section, important of the important of the text is unavoidable. So you have to remember, you have to read the original text and remember those things in your mind, and keep it on your mind, and let us rewind, or let us make an explanations about this chapter in the next section. So I hope these things are clear for you, And if there is any doubt, you can contact my WhatsApp number. Thank you. Thank you, my dear students.